Sims, look at me, Sims. You rap, don't you?
Yes.
I said you rap, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I say if you're gonna bust a rap, don't mess around with it. Do it expeditiously. Now rap!
Let me start it off with a message to the gentleman. I hate to see your brother man acting all feminine. You just like a player hater acting like a woman. Gotta roll your eyes every time you see me coming. You little anti-pimp, you can get the fist. And if you have a problem with the flex, we can handle this. Cause I'm a man and I don't get into cat fights. I'ma throw a left and after that I hold my cat tight. Cause I'm a pimp, use a simp and a big dummy. Every time you see a girl, you gotta give her rent money. Every freak you meet, I've already knocked the boots. And when they say my name, you exclaim,
yeah, I know that, fool.
Look at that, talk smack behind my back. But won't say jack in front of me, cause you do not want none of me. I walk up to you and say, Knuckle, do you know me? My name is Flex and do you know that I'm an OG? I'ma treat you player haters like step chillin'. You's about to be a witness to a flex killing. So when my name pops up in conversation,
what's up?
Don't let me find out that you've been player hating. Cause when I see you, fool, don't try to shake my hand.
Why?
Cause I'ma kick you in your ass hard as I can. And put the 9 milli in your rear.
Then what?
Yo, player, tell the people what this snooker is. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. Busters be faking, debating, and player hating and waiting. So what you saying you hating because I'm taking your lady. Whenever the ladies say hello, some other fellas get jealous. But some of the fellas get jealous because they're blinder than Helen Keller.
Word.
Because they can't see game or peep game. Don't worry about your lady cause it's just a freak thing. You're not in a position to be talking that trash. You got no honey, got no money, all you got is a bus pass. You keep on talking about me, get doubt me because I'm rowdy. I'm overcrowded with hotties and suckers like you can't get nobody. You need to go and try to get you some men. And whenever I see your lady, I'ma hit it again. I'ma mack her up, wrap her up, then I pack her up, back her up, then I stack her up, slap her up, then I smack her up, tap her butt. You won't step up to a brother like a real man.
Why?
Cause you know that I'ma sock you in your real man. I'ma have to vent out my aggression.
Then what?
And teach you little anti-pimps a lesson.
Then what?
I'ma body slam you to the floor.
Who is it for?
Yo, players, tell the people who this groove is for. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. Here's a little something for you anti-pimps. You anti-pimps. You anti-pimps, fool.
Oh yeah, here's a little something for you anti-pimps. And then in that song, Tariq Nasheed proclaimed that he was a pimp. So guys, when modern day he claims he was never a pimp, I mean, we're looking at you with bombastic side-eye. Like Jim Savage said, he sounds like a gay parody of a West Coast rapper cosplaying as a West Coast rapper. Let me go ahead and drop a bomb for that. Spot on, spot on. Go ahead and hit the like button on the way in. Hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. Recently, I discovered some footage where Tariq Nasheed looked high as fuck on the news and failed miserably discussing reparations. You know what? For anybody who didn't see that footage, let me go ahead and run that back real quick. One time for the one time.
Reaction from LA is Tariq Nasheed, a film producer who also bills himself as an anti-racism strategist. All right, take it away, Tariq. How is this? And we don't know what exactly is going to happen in this, but you got kind of a summary. How is this not going to foment more racial division since it's based on, quote, whiteness?
I think that the professor should have worded it differently. Now, I do disagree with "What's Up with White People" as the title, because white people are not the problem. And I don't like to paint everybody with one broad brush. You have white people and you have white supremacists. And I think that it should have been entitled "What's Up with White Supremacy?" or "How Can We Dismantle and Understand White Supremacy?" So the whole thing of painting all white people with a broad brush, I definitely disagree with that. But it's a very interesting topic if we want to talk about the ins and outs and how systematic white supremacy dominates all areas of activity.
So it's your contention that white supremacy dominates all areas of activity?
Yes, ma'am. Every area of activity between.
And shout out to Mary Lee. we already got the people bug dancing and explaining for Tariq. Mary Lee says, "You get high too, Mike." That is correct. I'm a California native. We smoke that good Zaza. Smoke weed every day. But ma'am, I'm not going to smoke a J right before going on the news to discuss reparations on behalf of the black community. Maybe if he wasn't high right here, maybe he wouldn't get his ass whipped by this white woman.
Human beings, labor law, entertainment, sex, war, politics, religion. And that's the
And peep game, guys. This is a man who claims that he does not smoke nor drink. Let me know in the chat whether you think that's true. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you think this nigga didn't just get nervous real quick and smoked him a J.
How about sports?
That's the domineering system. Yes.
How about
yes?
So
sports, absolutely.
the NFL and the NBA is dominated by white supremacists. How to explain that?
Yes, because you have white team owners who say that their teammates or their team players are inmates and slaves. Donald Sterling even referred to his players as slaves. And look at how they're being treated now. They're protesting non-justice and they're getting blacklisted from teams. So that just shows and proves that sports is even dominated ultimately by systematic white supremacy.
So what would your solution be to that? Would you think that there should be a mandatory distribution of ownership assets based on percentage?
Here we go, guys. The lady's gonna ask Tariq to present a solution. What do you think is the solution, Tariq? And Tariq's gonna babble like them tethers he talks about, right?
Ethnicity or race in the country and kind of do it in a kind of fanned out panoply of proportionality?
Well, the thing is how white supremacy works. It's all about maldistributing the resources, and it's all about passing those maldistributed resources down through lineages. So we have to talk about redistributing those resources that are deserving to the people who are supposed to get it. Systematic white supremacy, it works based on deception. It works through propaganda, and that's something that we have to talk about and we have to flesh out. I want to replace the system of white supremacy with justice, because not only do we get it when it comes to resources, in the criminal justice system, it's a racially biased system. So all across the board, it's a conversation that we should have naturally on how we remedy and replace the system of white supremacy with justice.
Yeah, I get your point, but so my answer is the solution. So you believe it should.
So what's the solution, Tariq? What's the solution? Should it be cash? Should it be land? And Tariq can't give a fucking answer.
Be a monetary payout? Should it be monetary plus land or plus business ownership? I'm just trying to get the solution straight.
And I've been on solutions for a long time, and we've been trying to figure out how do we remedy systematic white supremacy. Now, when we try to get land as black people, I
have an idea. It's called hard work.
Ma'am.
Content of your character.
Are you saying that black people don't do hard work?
No, I'm talking about.
Are you saying that black people don't do hard work?
Nice try, nice trick. I'm saying everybody got to work hard.
You said black people don't do hard work. The reason why you have all the resources maldistributed into the dominant society of black people.
My friend, that's not all what I said. And straight ahead, you know it isn't. That's the game you play. And straight ahead, the good news, you will not hear anyplace else how the Trump administration is saving taxpayers some serious money, and no one puts words in my mouth.
Damn, she said, and no one puts words in my mouth. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Tariq just isn't the one. Make your movies, make your documentaries, but don't try to get in debates about you're way out of your depth. TLC said, don't go chasing waterfalls, right? This is a nigga who dropped out of high school at 17. I mean, sir, you are not equipped to get on the national stage and discuss reparations on our behalf. But you know what I find odd? You know what I find really, really strange? When he's on the news and he has a chance to give a reparations package, he can't do it. But he got plenty of time right here to talk about how we don't deserve no cash reparations, right? When he's on the news, he can't give an answer as to what a reparations package would look like. But right here, he's going to give a lot of explaining about how niggas can't balance a checkbook and we can't get no money. We should only get land and blase, blase, blase.
All right, so let's get into some games. He said, what do I think about slavery reparations? Yeah, there should be reparations, but there's a way that we need to do it because black folks as a whole mentally will fuck up any kind of money that's given directly. There has to be some type of structure to it. If you start giving niggas, let's say every black person in America will get $10,000 next month in January, that niggas will be broke again on January 15th. It has to be organized. You cannot give niggas money right now. They'll fuck it right back up. They'll give it right back to everybody else. Going by June, shit. It'll be gone in 15 days. Just like lottery, exactly. Just like lottery winners. Most lottery winners, they go broke in 5 years. Just like that Dave Chappelle comedy.
Damn, y'all peep game. He pocket watching us saying we can't balance a checkbook, but we got money to give him, right? We got money to give the multimillionaire to do a rally for reparations and a hip hop documentary, and the list goes on and on and on. I mean, come on, y'all. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's the pocket watching our community for me. But y'all, let's see how badly Tucker Carlson whips him into shape. Oh my God. I've only seen like 10 seconds of this. I said we got to do a live reaction. So let's go look and see how badly Tariq Nasheed loses in this live debate to Tucker Carlson. And put a 1 in the chat if this is your first time seeing this footage.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Donald Trump is officially the president-elect of the United States, the Electoral College having voted yesterday. Many of Donald Trump's critics, meanwhile, have also reached a milestone. They're officially hysterical, some having reached a diagnosable level of panic and overstatement. It isn't just that the other guy won. In their view, it's the end of civilization itself, the beginning of a post-apocalyptic hellscape where Nazis fill the upper ranks of our government. Where'd they get that idea? Well, maybe from people like our next guest. Tariq Nasheed hosts a podcast, writes books and movies, has his own radio show. He's a robust presence on Twitter where, just this morning, he wrote this, quote, Trump has appointed to his cabinet people from the alt-right, a white supremacist sect that literally throws up Nazi salutes, hashtag never mind president. Tariq joins us now. Tariq, thanks for coming on. So I look.
And guys, peep this nigga's glassy ass red eyes. Oh my gosh, is there a way I can zoom in on this? Is there a way I can... You know, guys,
at a list.
Hold on. Here's what I'll do. Sorry, guys. This is live TV after all. This nigga keeps showing up on the news high, and I'm just like, why? If you already barely have I don't even know if we can say he has a high school education since he dropped out of high school at 17. But I'm just like, God damn it, sir. If you're so uneducated, and you know that you're talking with people who went to Ivy League institutions, I mean, sir, I know about the liquid courage. I know about the ganja courage, but not when you're discussing such serious issues on behalf of the community. I mean, this just ain't the move, Tariq. This just ain't the move. Hold on, guys. Let me see if there's any way we can zoom in. This nigga is high on the news yet again. When I show you guys this zoom up of his eyes, go ahead and cast your votes in the chat. Is this nigga high or is this nigga high? No, I'm serious though. If you don't think it's high, let me know. If you don't think he's high, then be honest. But God damn it, right off the jump, his eyes is looking real glassy. And later on in this, he gonna turn into straight Cheech and Chong, y'all. Later on in this, he gonna go straight Cheech and Chong with this shit. I don't know why he's so nervous around white folks when I thought he was some pimp. I thought he was some kind of Mac. I thought he had the game and shit. But damn, these white folks make him nervous. These white folks make him so nervous. It's almost like he's an agent purposefully undermining our cause. I mean, what else could it be? What else? Let's talk about it.
Of the president-elect's cabinet appointments, which one of them throws up Nazi salutes, literally, as you said?
Well, no. Well, Steve Bannon, he's associated with that alt-right organization, which is really nothing more than a sect of white supremacy.
And Tariq's already losing. Tucker Carlson said, hey, Tariq, you said one of Trump's cabinet members throw up Nazi signs. Which one was it that threw up the Nazi sign? Oh, well, you know, Steve Bannon hangs with some people who some people could consider is some Nazis. So, Tariq, you're doing the black community a disservice right now, an absolute disservice.
Tariq joins us now. Tariq, thanks for coming on. So I looked at a list of the president-elect's cabinet appointments. Which one of them throws up Nazi salutes, literally, as you said?
Well, no. Well, Steve Bannon, he's associated with that alt-right organization, which is really nothing more than a sect of white supremacy. And those alt-right people, they were in a federal building at the Ronald Reagan building, throwing up Nazi salutes in the Steve Spencer. All of these, not Steve Spencer, but Richard Spencer. All of these guys are basically open white supremacists who practices Nazism. So, and Trump is associated.
Damn, y'all. I know that his favorite word is white supremacy, but I never even heard the word Nazism before. So these motherfuckers are white supremacists practicing Nazism. Okay.
Associated with that, just like Reverend Wright was associated with Barack Obama, and you people here criticized him for that.
You don't say he was associated.
Yeah.
You said appointed people to his cabinet who throw up Nazi salutes. Steve Bannon, by the way, is not in the cabinet. Has Steve Bannon thrown up a Nazi salute that you are aware of or can prove?
But Steve Bannon is a part, and he was representing.
The answer is no, Tariq. The answer is I was tweeting some race baity shit online, and now that I think about it, Tucker, you're right. I've never seen any of Trump's cabinet members throwing Nazi salutes. Let's read the tweet. Tariq said, Trump has appointed to his cabinet people from the alt-right, a white supremacist sect that literally throws up Nazi salutes. Never my president. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Bottom line, we know he's not standing on a square. Bottom line, we know that he can't even defend his tweet. He can't even defend his point of view. So how are we supposed to think he can advocate on our behalf?
That whole alt-right movement. So if we're going to play
Steve Bannon at this meeting, I mean, what does Steve Bannon have to do with this?
Well, the same thing. He was associated with the people doing it. Just like how you guys associate me with Black Lives Matter, and I have nothing to do with it. Steve Bannon was representing, and he was associated with those alt-right people who are nothing more than white supremacists. And if we can go deeper than that,
okay,
and we can, if we go deeper than that, with the Trump, if we go deep, we haven't gone deep enough, Tucker. But I want to get factual too. But the whole campaign was run on a white supremacist platform. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, here's my point. You have a lot of venues. People listen to you. You've got 160,000.
This is one red-eyed, glassy-eyed nigga. Tariq, you should not do barbiturates before getting on the news to speak to Tucker Carlson.
Twitter followers. You've written a bunch of books. People believe you. And people are worried about Trump, and they don't know what this administration is going to look like. And here you come out in public this morning and say he's appointed people to his cabinet who are Nazis, literally, to quote you, who are giving the Nazi salute. And that's not actually true. And you knew it wasn't true when you said it, and yet you're whipping people into a frenzy.
And it's not true when you're saying it now. It's not true when you're saying it now because I didn't say that. And that's the problem with systematic white supremacy. You get to label people and say that they said things that they didn't say. No, you didn't read my tweet. No, you didn't read my tweet. You just put your own thing to it, Tucker, which is kind of something that you do. Ask me what I said, and I'll be glad to answer that, Tucker.
Here's
I'll
what
be glad
you wrote.
To answer it, but don't add nothing else to it, though.
Damn, y'all, is Tariq fucking babbling like a tether? Just like he says the tethers do the tether babble. Is Tariq doing some tether babble? Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. This is not a good look, Tariq.
Who are giving the Nazi salute, and that's not actually true. And you knew it wasn't true when you said it, and yet you're whipping people into a frenzy.
And it's not true when you're saying it now. It's not true when you're saying it now because I didn't say that. And that's the problem with systematic white supremacy. You get to label people and say that they said things that they didn't say. No, you didn't read my tweet. No, you didn't read my tweet. You just put your own thing to it, Tucker, which is kind of something that you do. Ask me what I said, and I'll be glad to answer that, Tucker. I'll be glad to answer it, but don't add nothing else to it, though.
Just want to jog your memory now, Tariq. Trump has appointed people.
You don't have to. I know what I said. I know what I said, Tucker.
Who literally throw Nazi salutes, and that's just not true. So my question is, isn't it irresponsible of you to say something that inflammatory that you know isn't true? Look, you may disagree with Trump, and that's fine, but he hasn't appointed Nazis to his cabinet.
What you're saying isn't true. Sir, he's appointing a guy who's associated with the alt-right, and the alt-right, they are literally throwing up Nazi signs. Not only that, Donald Trump himself, he has disenfranchised and discriminated against black people his whole career. Okay. So this is not something that I'm just reaching out of a bag. And
Tariq, when you say this race baity shit on national TV, it makes the black community look imbecilic. Why are you on TV talking about Donald Trump all his life has disenfranchised black people? You have no evidence to support that. You can't give a single example. You're talking out of your ass. This is not a good look. You're doing us a disservice, an absolute disservice.
Other people associated with Trump in the cabinet who have practiced systematic racism for years. So I'm just not pulling anything out of a bag. Even in the campaign, black people were getting beat up and called racial names. So I'm not pulling something out of thin air, Tucker. I'm not pulling anything out of thin air.
Really quick questions. What do you think if there are literally Nazis in the cabinet, what do you think Ben Carlson, who's going to be the HUD secretary, thinks of that? Is he involved in that too?
Well, just because you get an individual black person and tokenize that black person, no matter how qualified he is, no matter how qualified a black person is, if you tokenize a black person and put him in a system of white supremacy, that doesn't negate the system of white supremacy. You just put a black person as the face of white supremacy. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. So I'd want to ask you about some stuff that you've written, because I think it's important for viewers to know who you are, okay? Because people take you seriously. Now, you are, in addition to a lot of other things, the author of a number of books on dating. One of them is called The Art of Macking. Yes. You've written a couple others. And I just want to read you, I was reading it today, it's an interesting book. Chapter 6, Guaranteed Ways to Get Sex from Women. And I'm quoting you. In this chapter, I will give some tried and proven techniques that will help you talk a woman into giving it up. I will also offer you precise rebuttals to every objection a woman may have to giving it up. You say this: the number one lame thing men say to get sex, I love you. You describe that as the bold lie approach. And then you say this: if a woman isn't ready for sex, you quote, 1, question her maturity, 2, minimize the significance of sex, and 3, tell her what she wants to hear.
Now, Lord, that sounds predatory as fuck, Tariq. I never read your book. I didn't know that it was a manual on how to be a sex predator. Hold on. I gotta run that back. He said lie to her, say I love her, say sex isn't a big deal. What?
For viewers to know who you are, okay? Because people take you seriously. Now, you are, in addition to a lot of other things, the author of a number of books on dating. One of them is called The Art of Macking. Yes. You've written a couple others. And I just want to read you, I was reading it today, it's an interesting book. Chapter 6, Guaranteed Ways to Get Sex from Women. And I'm quoting you. In this chapter, I will give some tried and proven techniques that will help you talk a woman into giving it up. I will also offer you precise rebuttals to every objection a woman may have to giving it up. You say this: the number one lame thing men say to get sex, I love you. You describe that as the bold lie approach. And then you say this: if a woman isn't ready for sex, you quote, 1, question her maturity, 2, minimize the significance of sex, and 3, tell her what she wants to hear. Now, you're advocating lying in order to take advantage of women sexually. This is in your book. I'm not misquoting it.
Why? Damn, guys, this is why Tariq is not the one for us, guys. This is why we need somebody else. We need somebody to usurp this nigga. We need to get some different people in leadership positions. This is not it. Hey, imagine if he actually was a good orator. Imagine even if he was a good debater and he could talk about reparations packages. Well, you got a lot of skeletons in your closet when you're writing bestsellers and doing all these interviews advising men to manipulate women into sex. I mean, it's not a good look, sir. It's not a good look. This reminds me of the civil rights movement. Montgomery bus boycotts. Rosa Parks was not the first one to do that. That was orchestrated. That was planned. In fact, one of the first black women to do that was his pregnant, dark-skinned black teen. And the NAACP said, nah, you're a single mother, you're a teen, you got a baby, you can't be the face of the movement. You cannot represent the movement. Well, in that same way, Tariq Nasheed, you have too many skeletons in your closet. You cannot accurately protect, promote, or advocate on behalf of the movement. Let's talk about it. Let's see what Tariq's defense is going to be. Come on, let's see. Let's see. I think Tucker's going to be making a very good point here. Why should we believe anything you have to say if you're counseling men on how to lie to women to get sex?
Sex, you quote, 1, question her maturity, 2, minimize the significance of sex, and 3, tell her what she wants to hear. Now, you're advocating lying in order to take advantage of women sexually. This is in your book. I'm not misquoting it. Why should we believe anything that you say if you're counseling people to say, I love you, and lie to women in order to get them in bed?
Tucker, the fact that you're this desperate to get one of my books, which is a book on satire, it's a tongue-in-cheek book. The book was written in a comedic fashion. And the fact that you're getting that to try to justify disenfranchising me, to try to minimize the significance of what I do in the system. That's so cheap, Tucker.
I was just joking, Ruth. So actually, I read about 10 interviews you did on the...
Tucker, don't be a sucker, Tucker.
Okay, so here's an interview you gave to Esquire.
That's so cheap, Tucker.
That is so cheap. It's a legitimate question. You said
Tucker,
this,
I'm talking about systematic white supremacy, and you're trying to discredit me by getting a quote from my book, which is tongue-in-cheek, which is about relationships. A lot of the book is satire, it's comedic, and that's so cheap, Tucker. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, Tucker.
Let me just say, I don't think that you're being tongue-in-cheek, and the scores of interviews you did and the 2 follow-up books you wrote on this exact subject, how to lie to women.
The book has so many comedic sections in it, but I don't get them.
But it raises the question,
go ahead, Tucker.
Are you being tongue-in-cheek now with all this race war stuff you're constantly talking about?
Come on, y'all, come on. Look at Tariq lie right before our eyes. He wrote multiple books on how to mac on women. He got in verbal altercations with pimps because pimps said they stole the game from him. He's been on TV show after TV show promoting pimping and pandering. Guys, now he's going to tell us it was just jokes. He's a comedian, guys. He's a comedian, and those were just jokes, guys. Let's see how Tariq Nasheed jokes or if it was serious. I mean, we already know that he put out a song talking about anti-pimp. He put out a song saying he's a pimp, and he's calling out men that are anti-pimp. I mean, is this how Tariq plays around? Or was Tariq taking this pimp mackin persona seriously through producing rap records and TV shows and interviews?
Hey, Sims. Look at me, Sims. You rap, don't you?
Yes.
I said you rap, don't you?
Yes.
I say if you're gonna bust a rap, don't mess around with it. Do it expeditiously. Now rap!
Let me start it off with a message to the gentleman. I hate to see your brother man acting all feminine. You just like a player hater acting like a woman. Gotta roll your eyes every time you see me coming. You little anti-pimp, you can get the fist. And if you have a problem with the flex, we can handle this. Cause I'm a man and I don't get into cat fights. I'ma throw a left and after that I hold my cat tight. Cause I'm a pimp, use a simp and a big dummy. Every time you see a girl, you gotta give her rent money. Every freak you meet.
Come on, y'all. Let's just call a spade a spade. What, guys, cast your vote. Let me get a Y in the chat for yes, a N in the chat for no. Y in the chat for yes if you think he was taking that macking and pimping shit seriously.
Everybody want to hit him. First, I'm a star. You can't really be a Mac. Are you a Mac?
Yeah, I'm a Mac. Of course I'm a Mac.
But you can't be no Mac. You got on way too much cologne. Way too much cologne.
What self-declared Mac? I mean, what made you feel that this was something you were an expert on?
See, Vanessa, the reason why there's such a negative connotation of what a true Mac is because you have people that's messing the game up. People don't know how to differentiate between a player, Mac, and a pimp. And see, a player is the person who's sexually motivated. A player lie, steal, kill, cheat, or do whatever it takes to get some food. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A pimp is the person who's financially motivated. A pimp ain't really tripping on sex.
Damn, but he said to Tucker that it was tongue-in-cheek satire, right, guys? That doesn't sound like tongue-in-cheek satire to me. Hey, did y'all know that he even had a TV show where he was teaching middle-aged women how to gold dig, the art of gold digging? Let me know if you think this is satire.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Now, ladies, as you know, Jeannie left last night. Jeannie had her gold card revoked. Dana's team has 4. Josie's team, you only have 3. You face your first challenge tonight. There's going to be a very exclusive party at a country club full of rich men.
Come on, y'all. Come on. He teaching them how to gold dig, but he's gonna tell Tucker, "Oh no, it was just some tongue-in-cheek comedy, right? It was just some comedy." Hey, was this comedy or was he taking this Mac and shit way more serious than he ever took no revolutionary shit?
Here, and the Mac within the holy book of game. I just stopped in the nick of time. My next guest is a dating expert, the author of The Art of Mackin', right here, and the Mac within the holy book of game. Please welcome Tariq Kingflex Nasheed.
Why this nigga come out nervous as fuck, bobbing his head off beat? Hey, you down south niggas have to take ownership of it. Hey, he ain't West Coast like us. This motherfucker's a pretendian like a motherfucker. He trying so hard. Watch him come out doing some offbeat diddy bop.
Kingflex Nasheed.
What is this? And yes, you don't just get on these kind of shows. He's a plant. He's an agent. He has agents. He has people who tells him what to say, what messages to push. If he had this kind of access back then why has he done so little for our community present day? I wonder.
Now, Tariq, there is so much to learn and not a ton of time. So let me get started.
Yes.
Tell me, what is a Mac? Do you teach people how to be a Mac? What's a Mac?
Yes, I do. I teach people how to be Macs. The word Mac is like really loosely based now, but the definition of a Mac is a guy who's successful at anything he does.
Right.
Damn, but he's gonna tell Tucker when Tucker calls a spade and says, "Nigga, how can we trust anything you say? You teach people how to lie for a living." Well, he's gonna tell Tucker, "Oh no, it was just some jokes, Tucker. It was just some jokes."
Advantage, or you describe that as the bold lie approach. And then you say this: if a woman isn't ready for sex, you quote, 1, question her maturity, 2, minimize the significance of sex, and 3, tell her what she wants to hear. Now, you're advocating lying.
Hey, and that's some predatory fuck shit. If a woman is denying you sex, question her maturity? You should question her maturity? The only time a woman's maturity comes up in a sexual fashion is if you're dealing with someone who is a minor, Tariq. Yeah, he has a lot in common with P. Diddy.
In order to take advantage of women sexually. This is in your book. I'm not misquoting it. Why should we believe anything that you say if you're counseling people to say, I love you, and lie to women in order to get them in bed?
Tucker, the fact that you're this desperate to get one of my books, which is a book on satire, it's a tongue-in-cheek book. The book was written in a comedic fashion. And the fact that you're getting that to try to justify disenfranchising me, to try to minimize the significance of what I do in the system. That's so cheap. I knew you were going to go there. I was just joking, Ruth. So actually, I read about 10 interviews you did on the... Tucker, don't be a sucker, Tucker.
Okay, so here's an interview you gave to Esquire.
That's so cheap, Tucker. That is so cheap,
it's a legitimate
Tucker.
Question. You said
Tucker,
this,
I'm talking about systematic white supremacy, and you're trying to discredit me by getting a quote from my book, which is tongue-in-cheek, which is about relationships. A lot of the book is satire, it's comedic, and that's so cheap, Tucker. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, Tucker.
Let me just...
Damn. He don't even know how to stand on his square. Why is he lying saying he was joking? He wrote 3 books joking? TV shows all up on the news joking? Damn. Hey, Tariq, I'll teach you how to stand on your square. You could have told Tucker Carlson, you know what, Tucker? I was a high school dropout who went to LA and was taken in by a pimp. And that pimp taught me that sometimes when people in our community are impoverished, sometime, not that it's right, Tucker. I've realized it's not right any longer now. I've matured, but sometimes we take advantage of women to get what we want out of them. And although I did write 3 successful bestsellers on how to mac and lie and deceive women, I've since atoned for my juvenile ways, and I realized that that is not the right way to go about dealing with women. And I don't believe what I used to promote any longer, Tucker. Oh, God damn it, he can't do that though, huh? He don't know how to stand on a square, huh?
Say, I don't think that you were being tongue-in-cheek, and the scores of interviews you did and the 2 follow-up books you wrote on this exact subject, How to Lie to Women.
The book has so many comedic
but I thought you were going to say that.
But I don't get them.
But it raises the
Go
question,
ahead,
are you being tongue-in-cheek now with all this race war stuff you're constantly talking about? He's a white supremacist,
Unfortunately,
Nazis.
I'm not, because white supremacy is not tongue-in-cheek.
Okay,
we live in a system. We live in a system of white supremacy, and white supremacy is not a joke. White supremacy is not a joke. We live in a system that's dominated in all areas of activity of white supremacy. So I take that very seriously, sir.
So you're making specific allegations that are untrue, and you know that they're untrue because you're not stupid.
I'm not.
You know exactly what you're doing.
I'm not. You're trying to put words in my mouth, but I'm not.
And that's fine. But does it occur to you? It's very simple. And last question: does it occur to you that people believe you and that you increase the temperature of race hatred in this country, and that long-term that might lead to some really bad things? Do you feel responsible for that?
You mean like black people getting harmed in all areas of activity, like black people getting shot legally and executed legally? What have you done to, Tucker, what have you done to replace the system of white supremacy with the system of justice?
I'm calling you out for lying. That's
what
I do. That's my
done
contribution today.
For replacing? Okay, Tucker.
Yeah. Tariq, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. Happy Kwanzaa to you.
Okay. Yeah, that was strange, y'all. That was strange. I mean, Tariq is not a good advocate. He is not a good advocate on our behalf. Every time he shows up on the news speaking for black folks, he gets embarrassed time and time again. So many skeletons in his closet. I mean, he's not the one. Nigga, if you want to be Spike Lee, but stop trying to cosplay like you're Malcolm or Martin. Again, I say, if you want to be Spike Lee, but you're not a revolutionary. You're not even a good orator. You dishonor our ancestors when you squeeze yourself last minute into a mural with our greats. Ida B. Wells, Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Claude Anderson. Come on. Harriet Tubman, who freed slaves, and you got Tariq Nasheed's grifting scamming ass up there for what? And all you FBA Boule cult members want to talk about, oh, but he says he's not a leader. Yeah, but then he puts himself on a fucking mural with our leaders. And Tucker Carlson, I've never really watched Tucker Carlson. I definitely agree with his take on Tariq Nasheed. And what Tucker said at the end was very, very true. Tariq, do you understand that your race baiting can be harmful? Your race baiting can actually incite violence. I mean, Tariq literally wrote a book called Foundational Black American Race Baiter. Is this some agent provocateur shit, or is he a fucking agent provocateur? Come on, y'all, peep the evolution. Rapper turned pickup artist turned filmmaker turned race baiter. All right. 2024, y'all. 2024. Everything will be revealed. Everything. Now is the time to click the link and call in if you have something to say. The first guest we have coming from the back to the front is Desmond. Desmond, let the folks know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
Right now I'm in Florida. And what's on my mind is I don't know why people are still following this guy with all of this evidence right here in front of your face. Video do not lie. Seriously, at this point, it's pointless, man. This guy is no leader. He's a race baiter. I mean, pretty much he said in your face he's a dress-up pimp. So he's not. I don't even think this nigga was ever a pimp ever.
Hey, brother. Not only is he a race baiter, but he tries to profit off of our deaths.
Say something. If Ahmaud Arbery had some Ogun juice, that brother might have been able to get away from them damn white supremacists.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We got brothers and sisters out here getting found hung in trees. If you get some Ogun juice in your pocket, that will thwart some of that. Let me tell you something. This shit right here is hella serious, too.
Yeah. Trying to profit off of Ahmaud Arbery's death. And y'all still follow this man. All right. What's on your mind, Desmond?
This is beyond disgusting at this point. Seriously, like I'm beyond 100% pissed off at this point. He's making us look like a joke right now. Do you know this is supposed to be the guy that's supposed to be the face of reparations? And he's just a big clown right now. White people are laughing in our face right now because of this fool. Literally. Comes on TV, looks like he's been smoking some weed mixed with meth. he pretty much, Tucker Carlson pretty much checks him by doing his research. And then all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, my three books that I wrote and TV show that I've been on, that was all fun and games. You know, that was just me telling the truth and being a pimp. That was just all fun and games. You know, I'm all about the white supremacy, what I did in the past or what I'm doing now. Technically, it's all satire. It's just satire. You know, so he's literally making a joke out of us right now." And the fact that there are people still, even in this chat room, still defending this clown is just beyond absurd. I don't know. I mean, what else are we supposed to show you at this point? Are we supposed to literally go to this man's house and literally just film him, catch him in the chat, literally saying, "I like white supremacists"? Because I'm pretty sure he said that on the show too. You know, for someone who's supposed to be advocating against.
I mean, hey, brother, what will it take for them to wake up? Do they have to literally catch him at a mansion party doing occultic rituals with his wife's white Jewish mother? I mean,
I'm like, there's rumors going around that your mother-in-law is white, and it was like, what? Not Tariq. He is so down, and he's like educated so many people, including myself. So I was like, what's up? What's up? I want to know it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, my wife's mother's white. Yeah, but my wife is black. So what that got to do with it? My wife.
I mean, what do you mean your wife is black? We have, okay, this is a good conversation. I'm not trying to fire shots at you or anything, but right. It's like I watched Black as Fuck, right? And what was so annoying was his wife kept saying, "I'm black, I'm black, I'm black." And it's like, no, you're mixed, you're mulatto. That's a difference because they have historically, okay, but they've historically been Trojan horses within our communities. They've always provided that deny and neglect of Black people's issues because they're the ones who would say, "Oh no, it's not that bad."
And here's the thing. This is what really gets me. If your wife's mom is white, your wife is not black. She's mixed. Okay? So keep lying. Keep lying, bro.
Ever since I left the FBA cult, these motherfuckers been saying I'm an agent, I'm a tether, I'm a white man. Hey, if you're gonna question my ethnicity, hey, I got one black native parent, another one that's biracial, half black, half white. Yet they call me a full-on white man, and Tariq Nasheed's wife has a whole white mama. A whole white mama, and her daddy is a tether.
You got a tether wife yourself, so you're a tether. You have a tether family. Your whole family tethers.
No, that's you projecting. So.
No, your wife is Haitian.
Nigga, my wife is nobody's Haitian. I proved my wife.
You see, you stuttering there. You have a
Ain't
hate
nobody
tether
stuttering.
wife.
I said, prove my wife is hate.
Yo,
Project no
you
tether.
don't even love your own women. Like your women, you don't even marry them. Like we
Dude.
Your wife is half Haitian. Her daddy's full blood Haitian. I mean, pretty much the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, half white, half Haitian, but she's FBA, guys.
But she's black. I didn't know white women can actually birth black babies. I mean, someone tell me how the science in that works. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or anything here, but I've never heard any time, not in my life or any past life, of a Caucasian woman giving birth to a minority baby without a minority dad being involved. And even then, it's still called Milano. It's not called full. I mean, it's half and half. I mean, it's like milk. You don't call half to half milk 2% milk. I mean, seriously, it's common sense.
Exactly. Well, hey, lay it on us, closing remarks, and then I got one more guest, and then I got about 3 more live streams to get to today.
Yeah, you got a busy day, Mike. But basically, chat, anybody in the chat that's still defending this man, y'all literally, the proof is right there in front of your face. And if you cannot believe video evidence, you know, something that will hold up in court and the judge will even condemn, and even say the video is right there. If you don't even believe that, then something's wrong with your head. You got a couple of screws loose or something going on. Because pretty much video says things that even stuff written down on paper can be manipulated with. All right. So think about it. If it's on video and this is the first, how many more videos are hidden? How many more videos did he put in the background, paid off people? How many videos does Tariq Nasheed have where he paid off people for certain things? You need to start questioning this. And before I definitely leave and start eating, I'm going to say, how can you be a leader or a revolutionist if you can't even confront your own past?
Dang.
And I'm going to leave it on that note. I will catch you on the next stream. I will be in the chat making sure these deflectors don't do anything stupid.
All right. Till next time, brother. Thanks for calling
next
in.
time.
All right. And next up, we've got Tyrone in the building. Tyrone, let the folks know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
What's good, bro? I'm calling in from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I heard that you had Bucci Bear on. I missed that show because he's a traitor too. He's a grifter. He wants to be a Kenyan African, and he wants to be a DNA kit, Fulani or whatever, Balanti. And he calls himself Jabali Munene, instilling East African culture for an identity. And he's a passport bro and a conservative, which all doesn't even mix together.
Everything wrong with society all boiled into one big pugly nigga, huh?
And another thing is, to add on to what the brother was saying, is I don't get how some of these conscious community folks will sit up here and try and be the arbiter of racial admixture when technically African Americans are all mixed. You have different ethnicities of ancestors within your genealogy.
I don't think any of us are 100% African or 100% Black Native or 100% anything. I mean, I don't even think that's be possible.
Like,
Come on.
here's the goofy thing, because I come around some of these antagonizing Pan-Africans, and even in the Abo community, they try and get on my lineage, saying that, trying to deny my Blackness because I have a great-great-grandfather that's Chinese, and that does not negate the fact that I'm a nigga. It's silly shit like that. And then they play games with like people that have white and black admixture, saying, oh, they're not black. When you go over there to Psychopatheists and Q Butter, they'll sit up here and say that light-skinned black people like Steph Curry aren't black because they're mixed with white or some shit like that, but he's not mixed. He's actually both, has black parents. Same with the artist Prince. They're just light skinned.
I feel you all the
Yeah,
way.
they get into pseudo eugenics type stuff.
What were your thoughts on the Tucker Carlson interview?
The thoughts on the Tucker Carlson interview The same one with Jared Taylor when he was debating with him. Both of them clown this dude.
Wait, Jared Taylor. Okay, so that's one I haven't done a stream on yet. That was one that was on like Google Hangouts or a Ustream or some shit years ago, right?
It's not even that far away. You can go find it easily on YouTube. Well, and you can look up one of the debates he did with random white supremacists that debunked him when he tried to bring up some of those memes that he got from Johnny Aborigine, like the Aboriginal
This dude was called Jared Taylor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that one. Yeah, I got the full debate on him. Yeah, I'll definitely have to be doing a stream on that sometime soon.
Yeah, both of them people that's on like right wing conservative.
Has Tariq ever won a debate? Has he ever held his own in a public forum or anything?
In a debate with scholarship? No, he has not.
I mean,
Some
even on
he has not.
Even on his Twitter Spaces, he doesn't really win. He just mutes people and makes gay jokes and kicks them off and shit. Yeah, I feel it. Well, hey, thanks for calling in. I got to segue to the next stream. I got 3 more streams to do, and I got one more person calling in behind you. So we'll chop it up with you. Oh, hey, and actually, I sent you an email. I found the video where Tariq published a video of you calling into his Twitter space, and you actually exposed the shit out of him. So I'd like to coordinate doing a live stream on that so that we can actually have you call in and.
I probably might bring on Alquan because he's been going at him too for years.
For sure.
All right, peace.
All right, peace, brother. Talk to you soon. All right, and we got Dr. Pookie Ray in the building. Dr. Pookie Ray, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
Fort Worth, Texas, from Flint, Michigan.
And has Flint got clean water yet, sir?
No, it don't, and I'm still waiting on my fucking paycheck.
Damn. The struggle is real. Well, let us know. What do you think about Tariq's debate with Tucker Carlson?
The debate right there, I think he be hitting them on some shit though, for real. Like, I don't know why the fuck I'm getting this damn echo. Every time I say some shit, I keep on hearing it back. But man, Tariq, he is a scholar in his shit. You can't say he don't know his shit as far as it coming down to history. He is a real historian. But I feel to what you were saying on some of the shit you were saying the other day about like the movie tickets, shit like that, you know, like shit too expensive. He shouldn't be charging that much when people donated to the project and all of that. But like, you don't think we need people like him?
I've said it time and time again, not only do I think we need people like him, I think we need thousands of people like him. But here's the issue. If he wants to be a filmmaker, he needs to be a filmmaker. He needs to stop trying to cosplay as a revolutionary. He doesn't have good orating skills. He doesn't have good debating skills. His past is too checkered, and he's trying to promote himself like he's a Malcolm or a Martin. And you should just be satisfied with being a black filmmaker.
I mean, he always did say, "I'm not a black leader." You know what I'm saying?
Why is he on this fucking mural right now? No. Why did he put himself on the mural next to black leaders then? Hey, I'm not a leader, but let me get on this mural and immortalize myself along all the other black leaders. Okay. Hey, it's almost like imagine him saying, imagine him saying, "I'm not a pimp," and then we see a picture of him at the Players Ball with Don Juan, Magic Juan, and everybody. Like, nigga, you say one thing and you do something else.
Hey, I ain't see that picture right there. You killed me with that shit right there.
That's on the side of the museum. That's the side of the museum. Y'all motherfuckers gave him money to make a mural.
But damn, yeah, that's fucked up right there. Now I see that. He always say that, like, I'm not the leader of. He also encouraged everybody else to go ahead and make money off of your culture, like everybody else make money off of their culture. Of
course, the grifter, pimping ass niggas gonna try to get ahead of the allegations and talk about, yeah, we all gotta make money. You know, I'm not taking a vow of poverty. I know. I've heard all the talking points. I've heard them all.
Man, you really own it. But like, you don't think like y'all motherfuckers would do better together?
I don't have anything in common with him. I don't have any similar. I also want to produce black films. I've reached out to him to get some kind of guidance or to pick his brain on that. I haven't got a response. So as far as what I do and what he does, I don't see any overlap. But I do see that I owe it to my community to reveal all the hypocrisy that I've recently learned about him since I've been promoting him to my community for the last 2 years.
All right. You are a little bit younger though, you know what I'm saying? I'm 44. But I heard you talking about this song. What's that? Wash Your Ass or some shit like that. And I heard the damn song, but like the shit that they was doing back then, a lot of younger people listen to the music from back then and think that is whack as hell, man. And so every 7 years, their fucking music genre, it change up.
I don't give a damn if he used to make rap tunes. My main issue is that he's trying to profit off of our death.
Tell you something, if Ahmaud Arbery had some Ogun juice, that brother might have been able to get away from them damn white supremacists.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We got brothers and sisters out here getting found hung in trees. If you get some Ogun juice in your pocket, that will thwart some of that. Let me tell you something, this shit right here is hella serious too.
Yeah, trying to profit off of our struggle, huh? Maybe Ahmaud Arbery would still be alive if he bought some pepper spray from Tariq Nasheed, huh?
That was fucking pepper spray?
Ogun juice is what Tariq Nasheed sells. It's pepper spray, yes.
I thought that shit was something to put on your body like some old wash or some shit or some cologne or something.
No, he's saying that a black man who was chased down by multiple white men, one of which had a shotgun, maybe he would be alive if he had Tariq's pepper spray. Yeah. So with that said, brother, I got to segue to our next live stream. So go ahead and provide some remarks real quick.
Be what, bro?
All right, Dr. Boogie Ray, Boogie Ray, I will talk to you soon, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, I think he's laughing to keep from crying, y'all. I think he really rocks with Tariq, and he's just laughing to keep from crying. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't go anywhere. As soon as the stream ends, there'll be a 10-second countdown, and the next one will begin automatically. We're going to share our recent encounter with Bucci Bear. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.